क्या बोले बोला उसका अर्थ बता लीला निकुंज कोरी भवती ना किसी ऊपर गुस्सा कर रही है चित्रा से जी के ऊपर नहीं जो सखी जो राधा जी के जो मंजरी है
So beautiful. You're singing Gandharva Sampratanashkam by heart. You know, you have memorized everything.
ये मैं यहाँ पर छुपी हुई हूँ
Could you tell the meaning of some shlok of this ashtakam? And then she's mentioning that Chitra, that slok is explaining about Chitra. So Gurudev is explaining now better this meaning, that when Shrimati Radhika was telling like this feeling, this anger, even Krishna saw by far and he became like afraid. What happened? It's like Shrimati Radhika cannot chastise their friends like Radha, Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, for example, because they are in the same level of Shrimati Radhika. So Shrimati Radhika, she's chastising her own Manjari, but actually it was this chastisement was for her Chitra. So for example, in your house, you chastise your own maid, but actually this chastisement is for the daughter-in-law, which is in the house. But the mother-in-law chastises the maids, like, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. But actually this chastisement was meant for the daughter-in-law. So the same way Shrimati Radhika, she has so much love and affection for her manjaris. Very beautiful. Very nice. Tomorrow you tell me the meaning of another shloka of this. Oh no, so sorry, tomorrow you tell me the Radha Kundashtakam you can recite. Do you know the Radha Kundashtakam? You know it by heart? Okay, tomorrow you recite this one. Okay.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
First of all, my obeisances to my Guru Pad Padmani Telepravistom Vishnupad Ashtotara Shatya Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Shilavamana Goswami Maharaj, and also to Telepravistom Vishnupad Ashtotara Shatya Shila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. My obeisances to their lotus feet, my infinite obeisances, prostrated obeisances to their lotus feet, which remove all the fear. Also my obeisances to Shilaswami Maharaj, Prapuja Charan, Madhav Maharaj, Narasimha Maharaj, and also to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, to all of my like greetings and obeisances accordingly. So we've been reading from 18th chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila. How many chapters? Which chapter? 17? No, 18th. 18th chapter, Madhya Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita. We are hearing, right? How Mahaprabhu, he did Vrindavanadam Parikrama. And how? After taking bath in the Manasi Ganga, he did the Parikrama of Giriraj Govardhan, and he had the darshan of Giriraj, and he did so many stavastutis. We've heard about that.
मानंद कनोति सो गोप गोपीगण पानी सूर्यवश कंद्र
Sorry.
गिरिराज गोवर्धन
So,
सर्वश्रेष्ठ हरिदास कहा गया
so Giriraj is the highest Haridas. There are many das or servants of God, sevakas, like servants of Shri Hari. There are many, but the highest devotee, or the highest, sorry, servant is Giriraj Govardhan. In this context, Gurudev, Shri Narayana Goswami Maharaj,
उन्होंने गुरुदास बनने के लिए कहते हैं कितना कठिन होता
he says how difficult it is to become
पहले तो
even
वैष्णव दास बने
like
इसके बाद
Haridas. No, because actually first you have to become Vaishnava Das and then
के लिए अनेकों
Vaishnava Das.
हैं,
Sorry, Vaishnava Das, then Guru Das. And you have to do so much bhajan sadhan for that.
स्वयं भगवान जो अल्प सब
So this
भगवान
shloka says,
भगवान के
those
दास स्वीकार नहीं करते
who have
ब्रह्मा आदि
not so
देव
much good
देवता
fortune, God doesn't accept them as servants. Like if the person is not so much fortunate. Even the demigods, they are doing so much austerities to become das or like servants of God. Actually, many meanings of das, like servants. In the Shastra says many things about this. Many kinds of servants like this.
तो ये समझता
So all this.
जिस कथा को बार-बार मैं आप लोग के याद दिलाता हूं कहीं भूल ना जाए
So I'm remembering you this again and again so that you not forget about Shishya Bhruva.
शिष्य ब्रह्म मतलब क्या है
Shishya Bhruva means
अपने स्वार्थ सिद्धि के लिए
just for fulfillment of your own desires, you were like
वास्तव उसकी कोई बुद्धि
trying to take shelter of Guru, but actually you
भांग पीने वाले सब है सब
maybe
दान की करने वाले
you do anything here and there.
अपने स्वार्थ सिद्धि होता
You even like intoxicate, do intoxication. You know, you take intoxication sometimes also, but you want some desire fulfills, like some, you have some desire, your own desire you want to fulfill, so you take shelter of Guru just to
तामसिक गुरुदास के बारे में हम लोग भी
be able to get that.
करना के बारे में
And so this is Shishya Bhruva. And then also we spoke about how Karna is Tamasik Gurudas, mode of ignorance servant. And then Bhishma is Rajasik Gurudas, the servant of Guru in the mode of passion. And also we heard about Sattvic Gurudas, the servant of Guru in the mode of goodness. The example is Aruni and Upamanyu. From here on, it starts Paramarthi or spirituality.
इसमें कोई पारमार्थिकता नहीं है
So in the examples of Ekalavya, Bhishma, Karna, actually there was no spirituality in that.
तामसिक भी नहीं करे उसकी कहा था ये है गुरु शिष्य ब्रह्म कहा जाता है ये छल कपटता है हाँ उसके भी वो होता है कर्ण की जो है तामसिक गुरु हाँ तामसिक गुरुदास
So Karna is Tamasik Gurudas.
कर्ण के नाम में आ गया है और राजसिक गुरुदास के बारे में आ रहे नहीं भीष्म पितामह के नाम आ गया
And Rajasik Gurudas is Bhishma Pitamaha.
अभी सात्विक जो गुरुदास के बारे में जो हम आलोचना किया था
So now we are speaking about Sattvic Gurudas, the servant of Guru in mode of goodness, like Aruni and Upamanyu. But actually they are also only the spirituality of them, of theirs, like of Upamanyu and Aruni, actually was only Brahma Gyan. You know, their guru was only giving Brahma Gyan. So, but Nirgun Gurudas, yesterday I spoke, is the example of Sudama Vipra. Sudama Vipra. He's a Nirgun Gurudas, Sudama Vipra. Nirguna means he's not, you know, attached, he's not involved in these material things in samsara. Actually, without duplicity, he's doing the service of Guru. And also he's a Brahma. If you see in the old times, ancient times.
दीक्षा मंत्र भी दिया जाता
Actually, only the Brahmanas used to take the Diksha
है।
mantra.
संप्रदाय में
And so nowadays, in many sampradaya, also it's like this. They will ask,
ब्राह्मण नहीं हो
like if you want to take
तो
Diksha, they'll
आपके
ask,
पास
who are you?
बिना
Like
के
this.
मंत्र देकर के
If
आपको
you're
वंदना
not,
कर देंगे।
if you're not a Brahmana, they'll give you like any mantra here and there, but they actually will not give you the proper Diksha mantra.
हम लोग के गौड़ी
Some
संप्रदाय में
sampradayas are
श्रीमद्
like this.
भागवत के अनुसार
Here
कहते
in
हैं
our
ना,
Gaudiya
तद लक्षण
Sampradaya,
प्रोक्तम।
according to
जो
Bhagavatam,
लक्षण होगा उस
we
लक्षण
follow
के
this
द्वारा
Bhagavatam
उनकी
shloka that according to the symptom of like how is the person,
वर्ण और आश्रम आदि देकर के तब
we
उनको दिखाया जाता
categorize like the person accordingly
किंतु
to
कुछ
his
ऐसे
how he is.
संप्रदाय
No,
भी
in
हैं,
the Varna and Ashram like this. But other
पहले पूछेंगे
sampradayas, firstly,
तुम्हारे गोत्र क्या
they'll
है,
ask you what is your gotra,
कहाँ
your
जन्म है,
lineage,
तुम्हारे माता पिता
were you
खानदान क्या
born.
है, सब पूरा पूछने
Like
के
they will ask
बाद
everything about
फिर
your like who you are, your
आपको
like
दीक्षा देंगे।
you know
जिसको
lineage and everything. Then they might give
बहुत
you
है, जिसके
diksha.
रामानुज संप्रदाय में जाओ,
Like for example, Ramanuja Sampradaya, if you
रामानुज
go,
संप्रदाय में जाए उनके दीक्षा आदि लेने के लिए बहुत विशेष करके दक्षिण देश में जो है,
especially in South India,
दक्षिण देश में साउथ इंडिया में, साउथ इंडिया में इसको तो बहुत कड़ी नियम रखते हैं।
so many rules they have.
जिसको जिसको थोड़ी दीक्षा दे दी है।
They not give diksha easily like this to
विचार
anyone.
रखते हैं ये सात्विक गुण होने वाले के है कि
Oh,
नहीं,
this person has a mode of goodness or not.
हर एक को नहीं दे दिया जाता है। हम लोग शास्त्र के विचार के अनुसार कहते हैं जिस प्रकार
We, according to the Shastra, we,
दो प्रकार के सोना आपको प्राप्त
like for example, you can get two kinds of gold.
जो है सोना जो है सोना समझो गोल्ड, एक प्रकार स्वर्ण जो है आपके खनि से मिलता है,
So
और एक प्रकार सोना जो है आप केमिकल दे करके उसके सोना बना सकते हो।
some kind of gold you find
एक ही है,
the gold like it can be created. You can find it like naturally, or you can create gold through chemical reactions.
स्वाभाविक प्राकृतिक रूप से मिला,
But you know, the same gold, both gold, they have the same value, you know. But one gold was natural founded, and another gold he was chemically created. So, but both gold, like golds, they have the same value. So in the same way, you can also take birth in any family.
ब्राह्मण यदि गुण
But if you have the guna, the quality of the brahmana, of being a brahmana, you are also called brahmana.
और एक व्यक्ति ब्राह्मण
But
कुल में
someone,
लेकर के भी यदि वो
even taking birth in the brahmana family, if he doesn't follow the rules of being a brahmana, he's not a brahmana.
ये तो हमारे शास्त्रीय सिद्धांत है,
This is our Shastra Siddhanta.
किंतु वास्तविक देखा जाए भाई देखो,
But if you really see,
इतने सहज से अपने पूर्वज क्या बोले अपने अभिमान को,
because people generally they cannot give up their pride or their ego,
शास्त्र की कथा जो है
not easily. Some kathas they are very bitter, just like neem or karela, but you have to listen, even if it's bitter.
जो जहाँ पर आए हैं वो अपने स्वभाव को अति सहज में छोड़ नहीं पाएंगे,
because you cannot give up your nature so easily. Only if you come to satsanga, you can like change your nature.
तो इसलिए तो कहते हैं, इसलिए तो स्मार्ट ब्राह्मण लोग उसको मानना नहीं चाहते हैं, बोले कैसे छोड़ दिया,
That's why
छोड़ना नहीं सहज
they don't want to give up this nature, like Smarta Brahmanas, like this.
हमारे भक्ति सिद्धांत सदा शास्त्री प्रभु
You can see that
चैतन्य शिक्षामृत ग्रंथ
in the Chaitanya Shikshamrita, Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, he explains.
जिस स्कूल में जो आए उनके स्वभाव अपने आप रहेगा,
Because if you were born in such a family, you have naturally that nature.
शरीरगत समाजगत,
You know, I mean, you have the same nature generally of your family, according to the society, to your family.
सत्संग में रह करके
But if you stay in sadhusanga, like one-pointedly in sadhusanga,
तब वो अपनी वो पूर्व संस्कार को छोड़ देंगे,
then you can give up your old samskaras or old habits, old impressions. Just like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, after I took shelter of you, I no longer remember my old life. Like I just know I am yours and you are mine, and you are mine. This song of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So it's not so easy to give up your old habits and impressions. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains in Chaitanya Shikshamrita. For example, you came in such a family. So you're seeing, since you were born, you're seeing what your parents were doing, like since you're small. My parents, they were worshipping the dates or not, so this creates some samskar in you. Actually, this is not for everyone. Even sometimes we see that a Brahmana boy, like a son of a Brahmana, also
मैंने इसको बोला कि भाई
also
हमें
drinks
5 ब्राह्मण
alcohol,
लेकर के लाओ,
so that
हम यहाँ
the,
पर भागवत में
so
ये बैठाएंगे
some Gurudev is telling something that happened.
पाठ करने के लिए बैठाएंगे श्रीमद् भागवत जो गुरुदेव जो केवल वो पाठ करेगा
So somebody who was reading the
5 ब्राह्मण
Bhagavatam,
लेकर के आओ
5
लेकिन वो
Brahmanas,
5 ब्राह्मण ऐसे होने चाहिए सदाचार ब्राह्मण हो
but these Brahmanas, 5 Brahmanas should be Sadachari, means
सदाचार
following
ब्राह्मण
all
होने
the rules, like a person following all the good
गुटखा नहीं
rules.
खाते हैं ये नहीं करते बोले वो कह रहे बोले भाई गुटखा ये तो मिलना बहुत कठिन होता है
But it's so difficult to find
मिले तो मिल जाए
a Brahmana
एक हो दो हो लेकर जाओ
who is like this, following all the good rules like
जो
this,
शराब पीता नहीं है
who doesn't
गुटखा नहीं
drink,
खाते, किसी प्रकार
who
मानव
doesn't take
द्रव्य आदि
gutka.
सेवन
Like
नहीं
gutka
करते
means this bun, you know, these betel nuts.
ऐसे कम से
Very
कम दो
difficult.
भी ब्राह्मण भी मिल जाए
If you find at least 2 Brahmanas who
हम
are
यहाँ पर
following
बैठेंगे
all the rules, then
मैं
put
पैसा
them to
दूंगा
sit here. I'll give money to them for them to
वैसे
read
पैसा
Bhagavatam.
हम तो इसमें कर भागवत करना चाहते हैं हम वो गुट का पाठ करें बस हाँ समझिए
Understand?
तो बोले कहाँ मिले कहाँ
But where to find a Brahmana who is really following, not even taking these betel nuts?
दो भी ब्राह्मण भी मिल जाए हम यहाँ पर बैठेंगे मैं पैसा दूंगा जैसे पैसा है हम तो इसमें कर भागवत करना चाहते हैं हम वो गुट का पाठ करें बस सबके सबके पास तो ये है ना सेवा है और इतने समय तक कहाँ बैठ पाएंगे अरे कौन आएगा भाई
Who will come, my brother?
आप ले आओ
You bring, you take, or you.
आपकी बात मानेंगे तो अच्छी बात है मेरे बात कोई मानने वाला नहीं
Nobody wants to follow what I'm saying. If somebody wants to follow what you're saying, okay. That's why I don't speak.
चलो
Okay, sorry, because it was stuck. I mean, the Harikatha missed something, so that's why it's.
अच्छी बात है दोनों होना चाहिए अच्छा
Okay.
इसमें वर्ण आदि बात इसमें वैष्णव कोई भेद नहीं है
So actually, we cannot make discrimination between Vaishnavas according to family or dynasty. A person who takes diksha from Guru is even higher than a Brahmana. The Bhagavatam says, if once you chant holy names of Lord, you're higher than a Samavedi Brahmana.
और जो नाम ऐसे करने वाले व्यक्ति की भी कहा गया बोले उसके क्या हो गया पूर्व जन्म में सब कुछ हो चुका है
Actually, this person already did everything in previous life. One who is chanting holy names, he already gave donation, he did austerities, he did all the other religious things in the previous life. Srimad Bhagavatam explains in this sloka. So if you find a Brahmana like this, it's okay, it's good. If you don't find, okay also. Understand the lawyer, Prabhu. Okay, nice.
वैदिक ब्राह्मणानां सस्यो सस्याति विशिष्टते इस श्लोक में भी दिखा रहे हैं
This sloka also explains that at one point a devotee of Krishna is so difficult to find. So many slokas in the verses, in the scripture, so many verses. So I'll tell you one story. In the time of Prabhupada, there was a disciple of Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada who was born in the Brahmana family. And he didn't take prasad. He didn't used to take prasad, only fruits. So he took diksha from Prabhupada and only eating fruits. Somebody asked him one day, why are you only taking fruits? Here so much prasad, why are you not taking prasad here? First he said, no, I just eat fruits, I just take fruits, yes. But later he said, because where is the Brahmana here? Where are the Brahmanas here? They came from anywhere and they put the sacred thread on their,
धागा लगा दिया और कहते हैं ये ब्राह्मण
and they are saying they're Brahmana just because
ये
put this
वैष्णव है,
sacred thread.
ब्राह्मण ब्राह्मण किंतु प्रभुपाद ने उसके अच्छी तरह
But then Prabhupada made him understand very nicely.
यही श्लोकों के द्वारा कौन से
According to this sloka, which sloka? This sloka. Aho bata swapacha.
ये एक बार भी प्रभु के नाम ले लेते हैं.
If once
अरे अजामिल अपने बेटा के नाम ला
you take, you chant no holy names of God. Even Ajamil, he told the son, the name of his own son, and all his sins were destroyed. So
एक बार जो नाम ले
if once,
तो यहाँ पर मठ में जो गुरु से दीक्षा मंत्र,
so if a person takes diksha and stays in the temple,
वो तो क्या है? किंतु देखो एक दूसरी बात होती है.
and also another point,
स्वभाव इतने सहज में नहीं छोड़ेगा.
but it's not easy to give up your nature, you know.
ठीक है.
Okay.
है जैसे स्वभाव, स्वभाव माने नेचर को कैसे छोड़ देंगे?
How to change your nature, isn't it?
केवल भगवत नाम करते करते छूटेगा.
Okay, only by chanting holy names this can change. Gurudev used to give one example. Maybe you have heard.
मठ में एक ब्रह्मचारी था.
There was one brahmachari in the temple, and
ब्रह्मचारी था. तो देखा क्या वो ब्रह्मचारी है ना, एक ब्रह्मचारी ने देखा क्या, जो ब्रह्मजी देखा क्या, ब्रह्मचारी के कोई कपड़ा जो है इधर उधर कर देते हैं.
And his clothes.
एक ब्रह्मचारी के कपड़ा, जिस ब्रह्मचारी इसका उस कपड़े के ब्रह्मचारी के इस कपड़े में रख, इस कमरे में रख देते हैं, उस कमरे में रख देते हैं.
Okay, the clothes of the brahmacharis, he was mixing in the different devotees' rooms. Like he was putting the cloth of this brahmachari in the other room. He was mixing all the clothes of the brahmacharis. Then somebody caught him doing that, and they asked Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta asked him, why are you doing this? And then he said, Prabhupada, because I was a thief. I was a thief. I was a thief before, so you know the thief, they are always taking the things and moving places. Taking the thing from one place and like changing where that place. So I still have this nature of being thief, so I'm just like mixing the clothes of the brahmacharis. Like, you know, because he had this nature, of being thief before. So if you see some nature of some Vaishnava, you should not dishonor him. When you take Diksha mantra from a guru, actually that person is actually higher than a Brahmana. But when his nature will really change, not in one day this nature changes. By chanting holy names slowly, doing bhajan slowly, he became a Vaishnava. Yes. But he didn't get the whole nature, like new nature. So that's why the many levels of Vaishnava. Kanishta, Madhyam, Uttam. So all we have been listening about Guru Das, these kinds of Guru Das that Gurudeva said. You know, the Tamasik Guru Das, Rajasik, Satvik, Nirgun Guru Das. Nirgun Guru Das was Sudama Vipra. Nirgun Guru Das means somebody who is beyond of all the modes of nature like this. An example is Sudama Vipra. Gurudeva told. So Bhagavatam explains that once Sudama and Shri Krishna, they went to the forest to follow the instructions of their guru. They went to take firewood in the forest, and according to the season, you know, to the weather, it started raining so much. So they couldn't come back because of the rain. Then early in the morning, Sandipani Muni were searching for them and came into the forest. And he saw that both of them, they were still holding the bundle of wood, firewood, on their heads, standing.
उनको देख करके दोनों सिर पर
Seeing this,
संदीपनी मुनि बोले,
Sandipani Muni
अरे
told,
वो तो नीचे उतर कर क्यों रख नहीं देते?
at least why didn't you put this
तो ऋषि मुनि उत्तर क्या
bundle
दिए?
of firewood on the
गुरुजी,
ground?
लकड़ी भीग जाएगी तो
Then they said, Guruji,
फिर
but
रोटी
this
कैसे
bundle
बनेगी?
of firewood, this dry wood will
हम
be
होते तो
will wet.
लकड़ी को रख करके उसके ऊपर ही हम सो जाते थे, पानी पानी भीग जाए,
Even if it will
किंतु
rain or
देखो
be like
सुदामा विप्र
like
यहाँ पर जो
wet,
देख रहे
we
हैं,
don't mind. We just put
उन्होंने
the
क्या
firewood
किया?
anywhere. But actually, no.
है,
So that's why
गुरु की
Krishna and Sudama,
भगवत
they were
सेवा की
just
वस्तु
holding the bundle of
इसलिए
firewood on their heads,
इसलिए शास्त्र
so
में
that
कहा जाता
it wouldn't
है,
be wet. So you see how much
भगवान
honor,
अपेक्षा
respect they
भगवत
had for the
सेवा
things
की
used for
वस्तु
Guru
के प्रति
service.
अधिक
So
अधिक
that's
क्या
why
देना
you have
चाहिए?
to give more attention to
हैं?
the things used to the
आदर
service
देना
of God
चाहिए,
than
नहीं
to
देना
God
चाहिए,
Himself. Understand?
हैं?
Means you have to give more
ये भी
importance
इंसान का
or
काम है।
honor or respect
यहाँ पर
or like
ईश्वर
care.
अधिकार है,
Take care of the
हैं?
things that you're going
अरे
to
तो
use for service of God.
शांतिपुनी ने कहा, भाई तुमने
Lord's
ये बोल
service,
के
then
मुझे
to
तो
Lord
गायब रखे
Himself.
हो, हैं? तो लकड़ी को सिर पर क्यों रखे?
Because Sandipani told you were
नीचे
just
रख देते,
you spend the
तो कहने
night
लगे
on the
नीचे रख
tree,
दिए तो
right?
पानी तो भीग गया नीचे,
On the tree. So you're still carrying all this wood on their head if you're
क्या हो
staying
गया?
on the tree.
भीग जाएगा,
Then they said, because if we
हैं?
had put this
तो
on the
इसलिए
ground, like placing on the ground, this bundle of firewood,
रोटी बनाने में कैसे बनेगा?
then the firewood will be wet. And
इसलिए
how
हम
to
लोग
cook
पहले
with
बात किया था, देखो
wet
में
wood? Sorry, no, the firewood must be
अपने
dry.
ऊपर रखे हैं।
So that's why we just kept
इसके
this
संदर्भ में
bundle of
हमने
firewood
देखा
whole
है
night over our own
कि
heads. So in this
गुरु
context,
अपेक्षा भगवान अपेक्षा भगवान के सेवा की वस्तु के ऊपर हम
you
अधिक
have to give more attention to the
महत्व देना
things
चाहिए,
used for service of Guru and Krishna than to Guru and Krishna
क्योंकि गुरु
themselves.
के सेवा की वस्तु है,
Because they're things used for the service of
गुरु के
Guru,
सेवा के वस्तु है ये,
things for the service of Guru.
इसलिए गुरु के सेवा की वस्तु को ध्यान देना
So you have to give attention to those things.
चाहिए। ये इसलिए कहते हैं
So
ये मंदिर किसका है?
this temple is whose? Like belongs to whom?
भगवान का है।
To Guru and Krishna.
इसलिए यहाँ
So
पर सब कुछ हमें
everything here we
भगवान अपेक्षा भगवान के सेवा की वस्तु के ध्यान देना हमें
have
पड़ता है।
to give attention to these things, like to more than to God Himself, like because they are for His service. So
तब गुरुजी बोले सिर पर
तो
रखने
गुरुजी,
के उन्होंने यदि नीचे रख देते तो पानी से
then they said, if we had put this bundle of firewood on the ground, it will be wet and the water would wet everything and like this. So listening to this, Guruji was so happy and
दोनों के ऊपर क्या कर दिया?
he blessed both of them with his hand
तुम्हारे हृदय में
and told
समस्त प्रकार के जो है
every all kinds of
64 प्रकार के कलाओं
the
को जो है
64 of arts will automatically manifest in our heart. You have the knowledge of 64 arts.
प्राप्त करते हैं। चार प्रकार
So
के गुरु
there are
कृपा
4
होती है।
ways how we can get the Guru mercy, the mercy of Guru. One is
हार्दिक बातचीत और
Hardik,
आलोचना।
Bachik, and Alokadan.
क्या क्या बताया?
Three kinds actually.
हार्दिक हार्दिक माने
Hardik
हृदय में।
means from the heart.
हृदय में अपने प्रेरणा
So
दे देते हैं।
Guru inspires your
जब कोई
heart.
गुरु के चरण में अपने को समर्पित
If
हो
you
जाता
surrender
है,
to the feet of Guru,
हृदय में अपने प्रेरणा दे देते हैं।
so the Guru
जब
gives
कोई
inspiration in
गुरु
your
के
heart.
चरण में अपने को समर्पित हो जाता है, आ जाता है, इसको कहते हैं हार्दिक कहा जाता है।
So this is
भक्ति
Hardik.
रसामृत सिंधु
In the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu,
शिला
Srila
रूप गोस्वामी तो इसको
Rupa Goswami Pad, he exactly describes this.
हृदय में हैं, हृदय में सारे तत्व अपने आप
All the tattvas automatically manifest in our hearts.
जरूरत नहीं है।
Not even you don't even need
करने की
to
जरूरत
study or to
जरूरत
read.
नहीं
No
है।
need to do anything.
जिसके उदाहरण भी है
The
शंकराचार्य
example
के
given
शिष्य
is the
क्या नाम
disciple
गिरि,
of Shankaracharya Giri.
देखो मायावादी हो कुछ भी हो तथापि
You
ये
see,
तो
he may be
उदाहरण के
like
योग्य है।
Mayavadi or anything, but he's the example
ये
of this.
विद्या बुद्धि पांडित्य के ऊपर निर्भर नहीं
It doesn't depend on your scholarship or
पढ़ लिया
your
तो क्या हो जाएगा?
knowledge. Okay, you read the sloka, what then?
इतने श्लोक पढ़ने वाले श्लोक
So
बोलने
many
वाले
people, they read so many shlokas, they know so many shlokas, and what?
थोड़ा ब्रेन
And what?
इधर उधर हो जाए एक श्लोक भी बोल नहीं पाओगे।
But if you have any problem in your brain, then you cannot even speak one shloka after.
गुरु की कृपा
So the mercy of Guru.
जिस कथा में आ रहे हैं हार्दिक हार्दिक माने
So Hardik
गुरु
means
प्रसन्न हो जाए
that if the Guru is pleased, naturally in your heart, all this tattva gyan will manifest.
हार्दिक
This is Hardik. Bachik,
वाचिक शब्द के अर्थ होता है
Bachik means
या शब्द के द्वारा
through the words. The Guru says, go in your heart, Bhakti Devi will come, my heartily blessing to you. If Gurudev says, without duplicity, my heartily blessing to you, then all the tattvas will automatically come in your heart. Many examples about that situation. Doesn't need like a knowledge or scholarship. There's
और भगवत कृपा, गुरु कृपा, भक्त कृपा, एक दूसरे की जाए क्या बोलते हैं?
So the mercy of mercy of God and mercy of Guru and the devotee, they follow to each other. The word is anugamini. So you can ask, which mercy comes first? The mercy of Guru or mercy of Guru? Sorry, mercy of Krishna or Guru? You may ask, which mercy comes first? In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, this slok is there. What comes first? Guru Krishna? Sorry, Guru Kripa or Krishna Kripa? Actually, there's no difference between Guru and Krishna. Swayam Bhagavan told to Arjun, hey Arjun. What he said? That slok? Acharjamam Vijanayat. Know that I am the Acharya, Krishna said. All the qualities I have, all the qualities I have, Gurudev also has. Krishna said. Actually, in a subtle conception, we see that some qualities are not there, and at least. But listen about the general conception. We should never dishonor Gurudev, Acharya Dev. Never. We should never ever have Marta Buddhi, means think he's a normal human being. Uddhava, sorry, Krishna, after Krishna disappears, Uddhava had this conversation with some rishi, wait, sorry, Vidur, no? Vidur, no. Uddhava told to Vidur, sorry. And Uddhava was crying and told to Vidur, oh, Vidurji, when Krishna was with me, I was thinking Krishna was my friend, but actually he's Swayam Bhagavan. So he gave some example. It's in the Bhagavatam. For example, the moon is in the sky, right? And the reflection of the moon is coming to the, for example, some river, in the night. So when they're seeing this reflection of the moon on the river, in the river, the fish which are inside the water of the river, they think, oh, this reflection of the moon, they think, oh, it's one kind of fish. It's one kind of fish. You know why? Because when these waves of the river are coming, the river has some current, some waves, So the reflection of the moon is also moving according to the waves of the river and everything. So that's why the fish think that this reflection of the moon is one kind of fish, and they also play along, like they play with this reflection, the fish. Bhagavatam gives this example exactly. You think it's like a joking. But actually, if you don't do Vishrambena Guru Seva, this intimate service. Okay, sorry. No, forget. Gurudev said, sometimes you like play with Guru, make some joke or something like that, or Vaishnava. I'm not talking about me, but Bhagavatam says, Prabhupada explained, like maybe if you don't have Vishrambena Guru Seva, intimate service, you can do, you may offend, do some offense, So I'm just saying about what Prabhupada spoke about this verse. Sarvadevamaya Guru means that this very subtle conception, I'll not explain further. He mentioned something, sorry, I couldn't understand properly. He said something that you'll get like the moods like of Dwar, Rukmini and Satyabhama. I think this I understood, but he spoke very quickly. Sorry. So you can listen to the lecture of Gurudev, one lecture, maybe in 93 or 94. That time, I'll tell you the history behind. Some people from Navdvipa, they were confused about Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. So there was like a storm, like I don't know if you know about all these things that happened. Maharaj knows. about all this confusion about who is Acharya Guru, Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru. That time was so much discussion about this, and that time Gurudev, he gave a lecture about this. The difference between, what is the specialty between Acharya and Guru? Not difference, but speciality. Some speciality in the Guru and Acharya. Sometimes you see the Guru is higher. Sometimes the Acharya is, I don't want to speak further. Whatever, those who will understand, they'll understand. But if I explain to you to make understand, maybe I'll do some offense. So just listen to this class of Gurudev. Gurudev gave this katha. Gurudev spoke this about this. I just mentioned this word of Gurudev. Okay, okay, I'll just say what he said. Not everybody can become Acharya. He told, Gurudev knows in which context he spoke that, and those who listen, they can understand according to their understanding, but Gurudev said, like, I'll not explain further, because maybe I commit some offense. So I just repeat this word. You can become Guru, or someone can become Guru, but this Acharya, like this Acharya, the Acharya has very so much speciality. So those who, because in Shastra it's saying some places, what is this? Acharyavan Purusha Veda. So this sloka not saying Guru, it's saying Acharya. But this is a very high class. This is a very deep sloka from the Vedas. Many meanings also. So just listen or read the lecture of Gurudev in accordance to your own adhikar. You may understand according to your level. Understand? But I tell you one word that Gurudev said, speciality between Guru and Acharya. Not difference, like some difference, but okay. So we're listening about Sudama Vipra. He's Nirgun Gurudas. How he served his Guru and he got all the fruits. So also, when will get the Guru Kripa? According to Bhaktara Samta Sindhu, Hardik, Bachik or Alokdan. Alokdan means from his vision, glance, eyes. Just if the Guru glances towards you, just like we sing. What is arati? Not only taking the ghee lamps and making the arati. Okay, externally it is that, but actually, how to have this deep directly to God. Arati. Every day we're singing this kirtan in the morning, Mangala Arati. Actually, it's a very subtle conception. This meeting of Radha and Krishna, this roti, this may come, how can this come in our hearts? So these are all very subtle conceptions. In the beginning, Gurudev used to speak about these things. He used to describe, like explain each kirtan before Gurudev. Gurudev, this Vibhavari Shesha also, Maharaj knows. Gurudev used to explain each thing, like each part of these kirtans. So how can we get the Guru Kripa? Thinking about that. If I get the mercy of Guru, then enough, like finish, no, then. I'll just come back to the video just to see that part which had some problem. Those who want to, just I'll make sure I translate it properly and what was missing, just maybe 1 minute or some small seconds. Those who want can listen this part.
इसलिए वैष्णव के तारतम्य दिखा रहे हैं कनिष्ठ, मध्यम और उत्तम है।
About the
हम जो
Brahmanas.
गुरुदास के बारे में इसलिए ठीक है जैसे स्वभाव माने नेचर वो कैसे छोड़ देंगे, वो तो केवल भगवत नाम करते करते।
Where is it?
गुरु और कृष्ण में कोई भेद नहीं है। जैसे स्वयं भगवान अर्जुन के कहा, क्या कहा, हे अर्जुन मुझसे तुम गुरु के पृथक मत मानो। वो क्या बोलते हैं ये श्लोक, आचार्य मांग विजनयात नावन्य कहिचित नमर्त बुद्धा स्वेत सर्वदेवमय गुरु। आचार्य मांग विजनयात, आचार्य के जानो, आचार्य विजनयात सर्वदेवमय गुरु। देखो मेरे जितने भी गुण है,
Just coming back this part,
समस्त गुण गुरुदेव में है उसमें।
all the qualities I have, Gurudev also has. Krishna is saying this part.
यद्यपि इसमें सूक्ष्म विचार में कहा गया, चलो कुछ गुण है कि नहीं है, वो हमें अभी साधारण विचार में सुनो। इसे आचार्य मांग विजन्यात नाम अवन्य परिचित, आचार्य देव गुरुदेव के जो है कभी अपमानना मत
Never
करो,
dishonor Gurudev.
उनकी कभी अवहेला मत करो। आचार्य मांग विजन्यात नवन्य परिचित न मर्त बुद्धि अश्वेत, उनके प्रति किसी प्रकार मर्त बुद्धि मत करो। उद्धव भी ऐसे भी कहा, कृष्ण जब चले गए और उद्धव विदुर संवाद में उद्धव रोते रोते कहने लगे, हे विदुर जी जब कृष्ण स्वप्न थे
I think this part we saw.
में है कि नहीं है, भाग में स्पष्ट उदाहरण दे रहे हैं। भाई ये सब भी दिखाई देते हैं, हंसी मजाक आदि कर। देखो बात को यूज करते हैं। गुरु कृपा हम कैसे प्राप्त करते हैं? 4 प्रकार के गुरु कृपा होते हैं, 4 प्रकार 3 प्रकार। एक है हार्दिक, वाचिक और आलोक।
Cannot find in the part which was missing. I'm sorry.
हार्दिक माने हृदय में अपने प्रेरणा दे देते हैं। जब कोई गुरु के चरण में अपने को समर्पित हो जाता है, हृदय में अपने आप आ जाता है, इसे कहता है हार्दिक कहा जाता है। भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु में
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't find. Later I'll try to find and then translate in the next class.